Hello there, this is Letta Brouwer and you are now watching Violin Lounge TV, where you learn to improve your violin and viola playing with joy. Today I'm going to talk about what is important when selecting a bow, when you're looking around for a bow. 9 things I've got to mention: condition, round or octagonal, sound, ease of playing, possibilities, balance, match with your instrument, long time results, and your teacher's opinion. I'm going to start with the first one, the condition. There is absolutely no point in trying out a bow that is not in a ready to play condition. For example, that there's no hair on the bow, or the hair that is on the bow is old. So really make sure that the bows that you are trying out are in a good condition. Otherwise you risk that you buy a bad bow, or that you put aside a bow that is actually very good, but it just doesn't, you don't like it because it's in a bad condition. So it must be good. That's the first thing. Then round or octagonal. Well, there are lots of general things to say about it, but it can't really say everything about an individual bow. But I will tell you roughly what the differences are. Most of the times a round bow is more quiet and warm sounding, more flexible, soft, that kind of things. Most of the time an octagonal bow is a bit more stiff, a bit more jumpy, has a more clear sound, quite clear articulation. It's just what you like, and every bow is different, and there's everything in between round and octagonal. Not that it's round and octagonal at the same time, but what I mean is that that there are of course round bows that are jumpy, that there are octagonal bows that sound soft. So it's not always true. By the way, with octagonal I mean that the stick has 8 angles instead of that it's round like this bow. This one is round, but even a round bow always has at the frog a part that is octagonal, so you have grip with your hand. Okay, well, then the sound. Well, you probably think that the sound is all determined by your instrument and by your playing, but the bow also has quite an important role to play in that. Maybe, I can let you quickly hear something. This is a very cheap bow, and if I go to that bow, it's maybe a bit more stronger and better articulated. It's more an even sound, because with a very cheap bow I couldn't really get sound out in the middle. And this is my own bow. You can hear that it makes a lot more sound more easily, and well, what I feel is also better, and that brings us to the next point, the ease of playing, and that's something almost nobody can see for you. Is that how is the bow in your hand? How easy can you do difficult stuff with that bow? With some bows, suddenly you can do the difficult part that you couldn't do before. So bow can really help you in your playing, especially with maybe very long notes or very fast short notes, or bowing techniques like spiccato, how to learn them, how to do it good. So a bow can really help you. Then the second one, the possibilities of the bow. Just as I tried out the very cheap one, you don't really can get a full sound with that bow because it's not stiff enough. You can't put the weight of your arm in it because it just goes like boing. And so a bow must make everything possible that you want from it. Then the balance of the bow, that's very important with every kind of bowing technique actually. This balance thing you will of course hear back in your ease of playing and your sound. The match with your instrument, of course, if you have, for example, an instrument that sounds quite clear and sharp, and you want to make that a little bit softer, then you can select your bow on that. The other way around is also possible. If you have, for example, a very nasal, warm sounding instrument, maybe with a bright sounding bow, you can lift that up a bit. So it really has to match your instrument. Then long time results, what I mean by that is that if you're going to try out bows, and for example you're in a shop and you have 2 or 3 favorite bows, then please take them home for at least 10 days, because selecting a bow is so difficult. So it can seem different every day, and after a week or 2 you can have a totally different conclusion that you have predicted when you was in the shop at the first time. So really take them home, take your time. And then your teacher's opinion. Well, the advantage of taking your teacher with you when you're selecting a bow is that your teacher knows very good the level that you are now, but also the level that you will be in, let's say 5 years or 1 year or whatever. The teacher knows what possibilities the bow should have when you are a little bit further in your playing, and that's not something you can't do yourself, because you don't know where you are going, and you certainly can't test that. On the other hand, watch out that you really select your bow yourself, and that you are the one buying and selecting it, that you stay that you stay focused on what is good for you, and that you don't let your teacher tell you what you should buy. Let him or her advise you. That can be really useful. Well, I wish you good luck finding a bow. Of course, I can always help you in that if you have any questions. Thank you for watching Violin Lounge TV. You have questions for me on violin or viola playing? Post them in the comments below or send an email to info@violinlounge.com. Do you like this video? Click on like. And would you like to see more of these videos? Then go to violinlounge.com and subscribe to my ezine. I wish for you that you can express your unique beauty through the violin and your ideal bow. Happy playing. Bye bye. Join me in the free workshop Weight versus Pressure, where I teach you to play the violin effortless with a beautiful tone. Go to www.violinlounge.com/free-workshop to get direct access to this workshop. I'm sure it will be worth it.